Only two. Hey everyone, welcome to the Heroes World Quarantine Podcast. We are here today to give us your review, non-spoiler, and of course a full spoiler review of an Amazon picture from Amazon Studios, The Tomorrow War.
Give us your review. We're here to just listen.
Pratt. Joined, and I'm going to mute John, joined by the best owner, Andre, and this random guy named John. Say hello to the people on the internet.
What's up, guys? Howdy, folks.
And
the owners of Heroes World. You actually kind of forgot to say that. You said they're the owners, and I was like, of who? Of what? What's happening?
Of owner and proprietor of Heroes World. Remember, John is number 2 and Andre's number 1. And from the rankings of the store owners of the week, based on John's performance on the last podcast, he's ranked number 2. And he will not be quiet.
I thought it'd be 3.
If there's a silent owner, you let me know. Then you're going to go down to 3. And of course, we're joined by our resident Prince of Mischief, variant 1999998, Rob Cadet. Say hello.
What's going on? Hey, everybody. What's up?
So, yes, we are here to talk about a movie that transpired the last couple of days ago, The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt. So, John, since you came up with this fabulous idea, I want you to give us the premise of, this is, of course, a non-spoiler. Give us the premise of this movie called The Tomorrow War. What is happening?
So Tomorrow War stars Chris Pratt as like a science teacher or something, I believe, trying to get some other work in. He's got various things in electrical, but the overall premise is there's a war in the future that we're losing. Mm-hmm. So we need to recruit people from now to go to the future to help win this war. And I think that's all you need to know. That's
pretty much about it. Yeah.
All
right, John. So give us, what did you like? What did you dislike about this film?
So overall, again, we're spoiler free. I actually quite like this film. It kind of hits my the kind of genre that I like. I would say it is kind of a big budget popcorn type movie. I think the budget is $200 million. So this was originally supposed to go to theaters, I think.
Yep.
I think I really would have enjoyed this in theaters. I think I would have definitely been happy with my movie ticket purchase and going to see it. The only criticism I have is maybe towards the end, there's a couple kind of connecting things that just kind of happen a little too easily. And other than that, I think Chris Pratt did a really good performance overall. You go in thinking that he's just going to be Star-Lord, but I think he did a good job of kind of almost toning it back to almost like a late 90s actioner, so not pure jokes like what Marvel likes to do now in some of the other movies. He kind of gets a few jokes in here and there, but kind of does still play the serious man. So I overall I was pretty happy with it.
He does the thing where he's like, I'm just a science teacher, but I'm also Green Beret. So it's very conveniently he's also Green Beret. It's like a cook that also happens to be a Navy SEAL. I don't know if that's a thing that can happen.
Go under siege,
it's perfect. That era. So that is late. I want to say that is late 90s, maybe early 2000s. And then we get into Liam Neeson, the particular set of skills type character, and it gets too crazy.
It's very much
kind of in this sweet spot that I like.
Yeah, it's also an Alfred Pennyworth I'm just the butler. Meanwhile, I was part of MI6. Don't ask questions how that exists, how I was a spy and did stuff, but I'm a butler that can also make a Batman costume technology and do everything that requires of Batman. So it's very convenient. You talk about how that works. But yes, Rob, give us your thoughts, your likes, your dislikes, the performances. Give us what are your things?
So when it comes to my the synopsis of the movie, I'll just stick to the trailers that are out there, so without spoiling anything. But I'm just going to say right off the bat, I went into this movie anticipating a B-level type movie, a movie that would be a one and done for me. Much like in the spring, Michael B. Jordan's Without Remorse, Tom Clancy movie was released on Amazon. I watched it and I was like, okay, I have no impetus to watch that movie again ever.
No remorse review there for
but so I was expecting a very similar type of movie. I think that, listen, we are of vintage age where a lot of movies were released direct to video as opposed to going into theaters, and you just knew if it was a direct to video movie even if it was starring Bruce Willis or whomever, you're like, oh, this isn't going to be good. Or Nicolas Cage, which was most of his portfolio of movies.
Hey, watch your mouth here.
But I was like super pleasantly surprised with this movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I would watch this movie again if somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to watch this tomorrow?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, fire it up." It has a lot of like it has this is a true and used tired old trope of the everyday man who has a history that gives him a certain set of skills, to paraphrase John and Taken, that allow him to be the hero of the story. I like the idea, though. It takes place in 2022, December 2022, and while watching a soccer match or a footy match, all of a sudden, as you can
I have
see
many
in the
problems
trailer,
with that, Rob, but yes.
as you see in the trailer, people from the future come and say, "Hey, as John said, we are in the middle of a war 50 years from the future. We need you." And they draft humans to jump into the future. It's an interesting trope. It's only for 7 days. It's like a 7-day contract that you're jumping into the future. I had a lot of Total Recall vibe to it. I had a lot of Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat vibe to it, which I liked. You understand through the trailers of that the protagonists, like, they're fighting aliens. I won't get into anything else, but that's all from the trailer. Overall, you could do a whole hell of a lot worse with 2 hours of your time. Whether you are celebrating July 4th today and maybe it's shitty weather where you are or whatever, and you've got a couple hours and you're lying on the couch or in your ottoman, recliner, lazy boy chair, whatever source of ass material you want to put yourself into, check this movie out, because
Rob said ass material.
there's a lot more shit out there that you would be wasting your time. This is a great and fun watch. Hello to my colleague Butthead over here, to my Beavis. So yeah, at any rate,
That's probably too much of a compliment for him. So we're gonna continue on. Andre, give us your views, likes, dislikes, performances. What are your thoughts?
I really like seeing I'm gonna pronounce her last name wrong. Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, because her name was Miri.
I'm not gonna correct you.
And I just finished playing
Well, you kind of ruined stuff, but yes,
she played Miranda Lawson, and she's Miri here. So I'm like, yep, very much.
Well, you
almost the same character from Mass Effect. So.
Don't say her first name, but she's a character in it because you kind of Anyways,
spoiler free.
Yeah, spoiler free.
I didn't say her. I said she's like Miranda Lawson. Anyway,
the character in the movie, she plays a character in the movie. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't spoil anything. Like you see her in the trailer. She's in the poster.
Yeah, but she didn't say her name.
I never even watched trailers.
Okay, doesn't matter. Move on.
I like that part. I think there's a couple scenes in there. I can't say them for spoilers, but I will say, I'm not as generous as my other two reviewers here for the movie, and I'll get into that once we hit spoilers and stuff.
Okay. All right. So that is our thing. Out of a review, out of a score out of 1 out of 10, John, what are you giving this review?
I give this, and I'm always biased to like new, loud, noisy movies, so I give it an 8 out of 10.
Rob?
Yeah, man, it's an 8 out of 10 for sure. Go check this out.
Andre?
Don't give it a 0. Don't give it a 0.
He won't give it a 0. Come on.
You said 1 to 10.
Or 0 to 10. 0 to 10.
He's gonna give it a 1.
0 to 10. I would probably say a 2 or a 3.
Oh
wow.
Okay.
I knew that was
enough.
coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Makes sense. But
that's why we do this, folks. We want to have different opinions.
Okay, my question, John, is: could you watch this with the normie? If you could drag your wife to watch a movie, would she even be interested in this based on the trailer?
Yeah. This is very, very, very accessible. A little bit of time travel. Maybe that's the furthest stretch. But aliens or whatever coming in, and you in the human race having to stop them. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know if I would bring my wife to see this, but I think you could definitely just go if you were like, if this was in the movie theaters and you're like, let's go see something this Friday, you could definitely just go, let's go this, and you don't really have to ask too many questions.
Rob, same question.
Good point, John. If my wife would not sit down and watch this movie with me at home. However, if I booked the tickets online and said, hey, let's go check out a movie, and she'd be like, okay, she would have watched it. Would she have liked it? It's just, but my wife's, she's an anomaly. She's a variant that should be pruned. Put it that way. Hard to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Awesome. Andre?
Yeah, I think anybody can watch this. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect for everybody who wants to turn their brain off and watch a movie that makes zero sense. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
just go.
Fair enough. All right. Well, John, Andre, where can they find you on the internets in the desert of the real?
Yeah, so Instagram and Facebook, Heroes World Online, that'll bring you up to all our latest pictures and posts of new products coming in. We do tag the products, and that will take you directly to the website where you can, if you are not located in our area, you can have it shipped out to you within Canada, or you can mark it for pickup in store. So you can come to the store, pick it up, no fuss, no muss, and you can even come in and take a look around now. And then if you're listening to this on the audio, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, Stitcher, whatever service you use, Heroes World podcast, you can search that, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating if you want on iTunes. That'd be very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone who always shares our stuff, comments, and gets at us in the messages when they want stuff. So thank you very much, folks.
Andre?
Yeah, come and see us at the store. We're fully stocked and open back 5 days a week from Tuesday to Saturday. So much more in store than what we have on our website, but I want to thank everybody for actually hitting up the website and then coming into the store, and they've been very positive and respectful since we've been reopened. And if you are in our area, in our neck of the woods, consider making the trip or give us a call, an email, a text, Instagram, Facebook message, even comment here if you're watching it on YouTube. We'll get back to you. We'll make some recommendations, some suggestions and stuff, and we look forward to seeing you and interacting in person.
Rob, where can they find you on the interwebs?
Okay, yeah. So you can find me at Instagram at _905, all spelled out. But you know what's more important is, Stu, you can find John and I tomorrow, Monday, live, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's in the evening, everybody, because John sleeps in. On YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, it's the Heroes World Sidekick Show. Listen, we are jumping from one Chris Pratt movie to another one. We are doing a review of Moneyball tomorrow, and you're thinking that's not really on brand. It doesn't matter. John's not a sports person. This is on brand because it's going to be fun to watch him stumble his way through. Will he hit a line drive, or is he going to try to bunt? So definitely tune in tomorrow as we review that. And for those who are in Canada, it just happenstance that on July 1st, Moneyball dropped on Netflix. So you have an opportunity to check it out. Definitely do so later today or tomorrow morning, and then join us.
Coincidence, or are they watching the show?
So the answer is, Rob, you don't bunt. Bunt is not a good high percentage opportunity, especially if you're a player in scoring position. It's not really something you do in the American League. It's something that people do in the National League. And really, at that standpoint, who does that antiquated, technique? So yeah, the answer is no. You do not bunt. A high percentage shot is, you want to hit to the outfield. Hopefully,
Rob's gonna go sleep.
What?
So some advanced analytics from Stu right here. This is a sneak preview.
The bunting is not a thing. The odds are not in your favor at a Katniss, or maybe you're like C3PO and you never want me to tell you the odds. There we go. So I'm super excited to see I know there's a bumping chat room. Where's the chat? Is it on YouTube that they should go if they want to?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
So
YouTube is the most active. Yeah.
If you want to connect with them, YouTube is the best place to connect with the chat. I'll be there, bringing my glasses up, talking about sports analytics tomorrow. So look excited for us. So yeah, tomorrow,
Throw it to Stu.
Moneyball. Yeah, it's gonna be great.